What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Mystic Watch, and today we got a new video. We're gonna be doing a gear guide for the boy Ban. So, first off, you gotta come over here, go here, and sure. There you go. That's it. That's the end of the video. Now you know how to properly gear your Ban. Okay. Okay, in all seriousness, let's go take a look at Ban. So Ban is the latest coin shop unit to have come out, or just the latest unit in general to drop in 7 millisecond grain across. By coin shop unit, I mean he is going to be available in here to purchase, similar to how King and Dian are. So he'll be in there for 7 coins, and eventually will end up on sale for 5 coins. But if you guys already pulled him and want to know how to gear him, I did make a gear guide in general that, you know, goes over the 90% general case on how to gear units. But there's still so many people asking, and there are a couple of unique cases, for example, like Jericho or Slater, who need a little bit different gear when it comes to gearing them up properly. But besides that, majority of the people are going to be geared the same way. For the gear, this is how we're going to do it, right? And this is going to tie back into that gear guide a lot, or even my CC guide. So if you guys have not watched that, it's a really good premise to what's going to go on here. So if we go over to gear guide, and I'm not going to be showing off this gear because this is not proper gear. This is my Jericho gear, but it's still just stronger than my generic gear. Right here. So, with gear, when it comes to the rarity, right? Let's actually show it off with something different. When it comes to the rarity, this is kind of how you want to go about it. Rare on the left, common on the right. I'm not going to spend too much time explaining this, because this is something that, like I said, is in the previous video. But rare on the left, common on the right. The end goal, of course, is going to be full SSR, even these two. But it's going to be full SSR. The problem is, it is very expensive to do full SSR. Not just between gold, but also with these shards over here. And on top of that, with these awakening materials. It's not a simple matter of just like, okay, every single unit you're gonna go SSR on the left and rare or common on the right. It's more of, you gotta pace yourself. You want to give your units a good start. Like, even though the end goal is SSR, you can't just give them SSR from the start, because they're gonna be completely useless until you finish that set properly. So going back to here, this is a realistic look at what your gear should be looking like. And I'm going to get into the set in a second, but I just wanted to explain, this is how, you know, what you should be aiming for. Rare on the left, common on the right. Ideally, make a 1 SSR set. If you want it to be your attack set, go ahead. But this is what it should look like for the majority of your units. Now, Ban is a offensive unit, meaning you need some good damage on him. Therefore, we are going to give him that attack and defense set. Now, on here, you can take a look at all the different sets that are being offered. You have lifesteal, crit defense, crit damage, recovery rate, crit resistance, crit chance, and then these 3. So, when it comes to anything below, so attack, defense, HP, and crit damage. Those are the only 4 sets that you should be using on this game. And even with that, crit damage is a set that you should only use on a handful of people. Jericho, Slater, and then eventually we'll get some more units that'll also utilize that well. But a Green King as well. But besides that, every single set you make in this game should be an attack defense set or an HP defense set. And I'll explain why. Because I just want people to understand that although all these things look nice, you know, like, look, 40% crit defense. Or, you know, I don't even know what recovery rate does. That's how useful it is. Okay, okay? Or lifesteal. These are all useless stats. Completely useless, absolutely garbage stats. And there's two reasons. One, any stat that isn't these three, attack, defense, or HP, is not contributed to your combat class whatsoever. Then, on top of that, because these are not contributed, you also don't get any benefit from them when you're using your associated unit, because the associated unit also only passes attack, defense, or HP, making it primarily the main goal of your gearing should be increasing those three stats. Now, you know, there's always going to be exceptions, but no, not really. So one thing that I saw was, why not run lifesteal on Ban? Well, you actually get a decent amount of lifesteal just by using him. I don't know if I have any lifesteal from my weapons. No, it doesn't look... I do have lifesteal from here. So normally you have 10%, right? And then from your 5th Awakening, you get another 4%. If you're at 14%, we'll just say that's 15% lifesteal. And I'll be at 17%. If I pick up something else, I'll probably be at 20%. In terms of outfits, right? And outfits get carried everywhere. So if I get... right here. Perfect, right? If I pick this up and got myself another 2% lifesteal, I'd be at 19%. Or pretty much 20% lifesteal. At that point, that lifesteal number is high enough where you never need to run any more than that, right? Never need to run any more lifesteal on Ban, because his move already is AoE, meaning he's healing off of 3 people. And then on top of that, he is, you know, his first move, level 2, already provides lifesteal. 30% lifesteal, stacked on with his base lifesteal, is a significant amount of healing. Now, that's just Ban in particular, right? He does not need lifesteal because he has a lot of it in his kit. The second point I want to make is that lifesteal is a bad stat. In this game, and I'm telling you from experience from playing JP, while being top 100 on JP, and consistently being the highest possible rank on PvP for 9 months, that the only stats that matter are damage, defense, and HP. Nothing else matters. Attack makes you deal more damage, defense makes you take less damage, and HP for a higher total HP pool, so you don't get nuked in one turn. Another thing I saw, why not run crit resistance or crit defense because Jericho's a thing? One, Jericho falls off, right? Jericho's going to be useful in PvP for a whole 2 weeks, and then she will never be seen again, ever. People who focus on crit are primarily never seen in PvP. The other portion is, defense gets applied to everything. When you take a hit, your defense is what makes you take less damage. When you get hit with a critical, it's not like the defense doesn't help. If you get hit with a critical, your defense is still helping you reduce that damage. However, if you get crit defense, your crit defense isn't helping you reduce any damage taken from non-critical attacks. So it is a wasted stat, because if you don't get hit with a crit, you pumped up this stat for no reason to get absolutely nothing out of it. Same thing with crit resistance. Like, the only argument I could see is crit resistance. Once again, it is just a garbage stat. It's like, people don't crit a lot in this game, and to base your stats around it is just not good at all. I apologize if I'm coming off a little bit aggressive, but I don't want anyone making wrong decisions when it comes to stats. So this is really what it looks like when you want to just gear normally. Attack set, defense set. And then when it comes to the substats, you just want straight up attack, And I didn't re-roll this because I wasn't finished. And once again, we'll hop back onto the other set. Because that one's done. So substats, you just want attack and attack. You don't want any substats that aren't just whatever this main stat is. Like I said, always exceptions, but Ban is not one of those exceptions. You'll be perfectly fine and optimal by using standard gear on Ban. On top of that, it is so wasteful to make unique gear that is only useful for one person this early on into the game. All my gear, you can see here that I have one set on Diane, one set on the Ban that I'm currently wearing, another on King, and one more on this Elizabeth that isn't even complete. I have 4 sets of gear that I keep swapping around to different units depending on what mission I'm doing. And for now, that's really all you need. Eventually, you want to get another 4 to give to your associated units, but even then, that's not like a rush. So this is the proper way to gear your Ban. We go... why don't we do this? Why don't we take him on a run to PvP just to show off some of the damage he can do. That sounds a little bit fun, right? Let's do a geared PvP match and have a little bit of fun. Okay, so we are going to give you this incomplete set. I wonder how much attack you have if I give you Jericho's set. That isn't on Jericho. Oh, you have a lot more attack. Yeah, we give you that for now. The reason I call it Jericho set because it doesn't have any it has a lot of crit damage rolls on it, but even then the raw attack is just higher, so we'll use that to show off a little bit. Then swap you. Go, there we go. And let's just run in. Do a nice little showcase. Hopefully we don't lose. Show off what Ban can do for a quick second. That's it. But I'll probably be making a full video on Ban, showing him off on PvP once I finish a proper set for him. Yeah, gearing is so simple in this game. You give yourself like 2 or 3 attack defense set tops, and the rest of them are HP defense sets. And that's it. I didn't even see this guy's CC. 1, 2, 3. Man, definitely need to finish that up. Even then, just solid AoE damage. If I had a completed attack set, it would be a lot more. Like I said, half the lines, actually majority of the lines are crit damage on this gear. Evasion successful. What are you going for, Jericho? Yeah, you didn't like that, did you? Ooh. Is this a bot or is this a person? I don't know. Those moves made sense. Okay, that was that was some damage. Okay, and crit. I didn't kill. But you have to cleanse now, and he forfeited. There we go. That is the Ban showcase. You see, when you gear your units correctly, that's what happens. People just surrender. Why? Why is this a thing? Why are you giving me 99? Stupid game. Okay, that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. The next person I'm going to show off is Jericho. I made a Jericho PvP video where I absolutely just ran through people with her and duked everyone down. If you guys want to take a look at that, make sure you check that out. Really fun video. So a lot of people were asking to see Jericho's gear, and she's someone that the gearing is a little bit more unorthodox. So, you know, there's plenty of things to go over with that. Besides that, nothing else. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content that I'm putting out. Shout out to everyone for hitting 30k subs on the channel. Absolutely amazing. The goal is 50k now. and it's been a wonderful time. Thank you all for watching, I'll see you all next time. Peace out.